Hey everyone! If you've already been watching our videos, you already know where I'm from, but for those people who are new, I'm from the parkprodigy.com, and on today's video, we're going to break down the Universal Cabana Bay Beach Resort versus the Universal Endless Summer Resort. Now, this is probably one of the most requested videos that we've gotten, especially from families looking to book ticket and vacation packages to Universal Orlando. These two resorts are extremely popular, and you'll see it's because they do provide a great amount of value, which we're going to break down. I'm really excited for this video, so let's go get started. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Like I said, we're going to break down exactly what you should be looking at when comparing the Universal Cabana Bay Beach Resort versus the Endless Summer Resort. Now, Universal Orlando has 8 different hotels in 4 different tiers, ranging from value to premier. The reason why we're doing this video is because both the Cabana Bay Beach Resort and the Endless Summer Resort fall into the value category, which means these resorts are affordable, but not only that, they offer so many cool amenities. And just to be clear, when we are talking about the Endless Summer Resorts, we're actually talking about the 2 different sister hotels that exist on the same campus, quote unquote, but have different buildings. And those resorts are the Endless Summer Dockside Inn and of course the Endless Summer Surfside Inn and Suites. However, basically, they do have the same setup, so for the purpose of this video, we're just going to call them the Endless Summer Resorts. Now, getting into the fun stuff, when it comes to the Cabana Bay versus the Endless Summer, we're going to look and compare the things like room sizes, restaurants, pools, and so much more, like also the walking distance to the parks. But let's start with the basics, and that is the Cabana Bay Beach Resort versus Endless Summer and the tiers. Now, like we said, while technically both the Cabana Bay and the Endless Summer Resort fall into the value tiers, Universal's Cabana Bay is a step above the Endless Summer. It pretty much goes like this. We do have the value, where we have the Endless Summer Resorts, Dockside Inn, and Surfside, and then we have the prime value, which is Cabana Bay Beach Resort and the Aventura Hotel. Now, it's important to also note that the major differences between these from prime to value, there isn't many major differences. It's actually just the location which matters. And I love my team. Big shout out to Nikki, Kurt, and Crystal for setting this one up, because just like perfect timing. I was talking to location, look on my notes next, and we are going to break down the location of each of the resorts right now. And I will say that the location of the resorts is one of the biggest differences between them, and honestly, it's one of the bigger downfalls to the Endless Summer Resort. Now, while there is free transportation from every single Universal Orlando hotel, the only Universal Orlando hotel that is located off campus, quote unquote, is across I-4, and that is the Universal Endless Summer Resort at this point in time. Or the Universal Orlando hotels, of course, do come with free transportation, or they are connected through that garden walkway, which you guys have heard us talk about a bunch on this video. And you already know, if you watched our last video on Cabana Bay, it is about a 15-minute walk from Cabana Bay over to the parks. However, you still have that option, and it is, quote unquote, universal walkway. So for that reason, when it comes to the Cabana Bay versus the Endless Summer Resort, for location, we of course have to go with Cabana Bay because it's just more convenient. It is closer, you can walk to it. Not only that, can you walk to the main 2 parks, which is really what we were talking about. However, if you go and watch our top 5 things about the Cabana Bay, you already know that it is literally connected to Volcano Bay, which is the amazing water park at Universal Orlando. It's in your it's like your backyard. So for that reason, just the convenience, we do have to go with Cabana Bay. Now, of course, I will say, we're specifically saying Cabana Bay versus Endless Summer in this situation, so I'm making it a lot worse than it actually is as far as the location. I've stayed at Endless Summer a bunch, and it is literally a 5-minute free shuttle. So it's not a big deal, right? I don't want you guys thinking, I don't want to make it seem like doomsday. It's really not a big deal. However, for the purpose of this video, if it's between the two, it's clearly Cabana Bay just because of the location. It's just closer to the parks. Now, taking it one step further, we are going to take a look at the rooms. When it comes to comparing the rooms at Cabana Bay and the Endless Summer Resort, there really isn't much of a difference as far as the big picture, right? They're from the big picture looking in, they're pretty much, you have 2 beds, you have a table. That's pretty much it. Cabana Bay Beach Resort offers 2,000 various guest rooms, while the Dockside Inn and Suites has 2,050. The Surfside Inn and Suites has 750 different rooms, and you could see there, there's 2 hotels, Surfside and Endless Summer, pretty much just have more rooms. So as you can see, the Dockside and the Surfside do have more rooms when you combine the two. However, let's break down and look at exactly what type of rooms you can book at each. So over at the Cabana Bay Beach Resort, we do have standard rooms. We do have, standard rooms with different views. I've already spoken about the views of the pool. You do have that theme park view room, which we do think is very, very cool. You also have family suites, and you do have 2-bedroom suites as well. Now, we touched on this, but of course, the standard rooms at Cabana Bay are 300 square feet with 2 queen beds, a flat screen TV, and enough room for up to 4 guests. Now, there are also many different standard rooms to choose from. Like we said, options include indoors, outdoors, poolside access, and even that beautiful view of Volcano Bay, which I keep talking about because it is that amazing. Moving on to the 2-bedroom suites at Cabana Bay, they're huge. So coming in at 772 square feet, with 2 full bedrooms, another queen bedroom, and a full-size pull-out sofa bed. On top of all of that, there are also 2 bathrooms, a kitchenette, and enough space for up to 8 people. Now, it is important to note that Cabana Bay has a 430 square foot family suite, and this one has a maximum capacity of 8 guests. And I will say that at Cabana Bay, this is by far the most requested room that we book at Cabana Bay. It's a great fit for those, larger families. Just like, I'm personally, I'm a middle child. I come from a family of 5, which is an awkward number. As you can see, this room goes up to 6. This is the perfect room for a family in that situation. So I do just want to mention that. Okay, moving on to the Endless Summer Resorts, we will have 2 room types at Endless Summer. We have the standard rooms, and then we have the 2-bedroom suites. Now, while the theming is slightly different in each room at the Endless Summer Resorts, the room and suite sizes are similarly laid out, and we'll explain how that makes sense in a few. So no matter if you book at the Dockside or the Surfside, you're pretty much going to get nearly the identical type of room depending on what you're booking. Now, the standard rooms at Endless Summer are 313 square feet with 2 queen beds, a separate bath, and vanities. Now, the suites at the Endless Summer Resort are 440 square feet, and they have 2 bedrooms, a kitchenette, a picnic table, dining area, 1 bathroom with separate bath and vanity areas. Now, the biggest difference here is that the first bedroom has 2 queen beds, with the other bedroom having 1 single queen bed, and the 2-bedroom suites at the Endless Summer Resort can accommodate up to 6 guests. Now, I will say, as far as the rooms go, Endless Summer is a newer resort, so the rooms are just, they don't have like the little nicks that you might see at some of the other resorts that have been around for a while. I would have to say, though, personally, I just enjoy the theming of the rooms at Cabana Bay a little bit more. However, you'll see that the affordability of the rooms at the Endless Summer Resort just make them a slam dunk, specifically for those 2 bedrooms. And we're going to get into price in a little bit. However, if I had to lean between the 2, I would go theming Cabana Bay, price Endless Summer for that 2-bedroom suite. Okay, now getting into the real important stuff. And I'm not talking about price. I'm talking about the restaurants. Now, we all know after a long day in the theme parks, you are bound to enjoy at least 1 meal at your resort. Now, trying to plan dining, especially for large families, can be a nightmare if your hotel doesn't have some decent options. Now, that is why we think it's important to always look at the dining options back at the resorts, and that's no different when comparing the Endless Summer Resorts versus the Cabana Bay dining options. Now, over at the Universal Cabana Bay, we do have the Bayline Diner, which is an affordable grab-and-go option. They have stuff like pizzas, pasta, burgers, all that good stuff. We do have also Galaxy Bowl, which is the dine-in bowling experience with a menu that includes appetizers like burgers, deli sandwiches, wings, pizza, hot dogs, stuff like that. Of course, we have the Atomic Tonic, which you spoke about. This is the lobby bar, and they have, again, stuff like wings, pizza, sandwiches, cocktails. The Hideaway Bar and Grill. This is quick, simple eats, nachos, salads, burgers, hot dogs, wraps, that type of stuff. The Swizzle Lounge, I never knew it was called that. That is a lounge, beer, wine, cocktails, and then, of course, the Starbucks, which is famous for being at all of the Universal hotels. Now, over to Endless Summer Resort. We do have Pier 8 Market, which is quick service, of course, breakfast, lunch, dinner, food court type of atmosphere. They have stuff like waffles, fried chicken, burgers, pizza, salad, and desserts. Beach Break Cafe, that's at Surfside. They have casual, that's again, casual food court. The difference is, though, this place has burritos, roasted chicken, burgers, salads, and more. The Sunset Lounge, which is going to be inside of the lobby, cocktails, beer, and wine. Over at Dockside, you also have the Oasis Beach Bar, specialty cocktails, non-alcoholic smoothies. The Sandbar over at Surfside, specialty cocktails, non-alcoholic smoothies. And of course, once again, we have the Starbucks, which is famous for being at every single Universal Orlando resort. Okay, now into the important stuff. I would say, I do think the bowling alley over at Cabana Bay is very, very cool. The food overall, realistically, the food doesn't blow me away at either one of these hotels. I wouldn't make the decision just based on that alone. Very simply, as you could see, it's really more so like it's quick stuff. You know, we have your pizzas, your burgers. It's all the stuff we love, and it's just all the stuff that you would think about on a theme park vacation. Of course, there are nicer restaurants that you can go and enjoy at City Walk. That's why I would just say, if you're looking at it apples to apples, I really think, I wouldn't make my decision over which place has the best or the better burger, right? I just don't think that's, I don't even know if that's feasible. I haven't had the burgers at both places. You guys understand what I'm saying. The Galaxy Bowl is cool, but of course it's more cool because it's bowling. I think as far as amenities, you'll see that Cabana Bay does have the edge, but restaurants, I think it's a tie. So moving on, we're going over to price. Now, you'll see with the price right off the bat, Cabana Bay is going to be a little bit more. Now, the standard rooms at Cabana Bay start at $132 per night. The family suite that we spoke about starts at $172 per night. And the Volcano Bay 2-bedroom suite, and this is the biggest price difference that you'll see where the benefit goes to Endless. The Volcano Bay 2-bedroom suite starts at $395 per night. Now, over at the Endless Summer Resorts, the standard room is going to start at $91 per night compared to $132 at Cabana. And those 2-bedroom suites that we spoke about, they're going to start at $136 per night compared to the $395 2-bedroom suite at Volcano Bay. However, again, the 2-bedroom suite at Endless, it really fits up to 6 people. So you really should compare that 136 to the 172, which is the 6-person accommodation at Volcano Bay. But you can see Dockside Inn still has the edge as far as pricing goes. Over at Surfside, it's the exact same price. Standard room is $91. 2-bedroom suite starts at $136. Now, of course, just based off the price alone, you can see that the Endless Summer Resorts have the edge. However, as you'll see, you might prefer to spend a little bit more money looking at the amenities, and that's what we're going to look at next. Now, both the Endless Summer Resort and the Cabana Bay have some amazing amenities for value resorts. And what I love about these hotels is that when you compare the amenities to, let's say, some of the amenities that you get at the value resorts at Disney, I do think you just get so much more over at Universal Orlando. Now, of course, we do have the basic benefits that are going to be included with any Universal Orlando hotel, and that is early park admission to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter and Universal's Volcano Bay up to 1 hour before the parks open. Of course, that's valid with a theme park admission. I got to give a big shout out to my lawyer on that one, making me do the right thing. I don't have a lawyer, guys. I'm just joking. Big shout out to Nikki. Nikki, you are now my lawyer. Complimentary shuttle bus transportation, walking paths to the theme parks, and Universal City Walk. Of course, you also have resort-wide charging privileges with your room key, complimentary delivery of merchandise stuff that you guys buy in the parks. Those are the basic stuff. Again, early park admission, shuttle bus transportation, resort-wide charging privileges, and then merchandise delivery. Now, where we really love to get into the amenities is the things such as the pools, gyms, and stuff like that. So not only is Cabana Bay, like we said, only a 5-minute walk over to Volcano Bay, but it has an amazing pool. Well, to be honest, there are actually 2 amazing pools at Cabana Bay. The first being the Atomic Courtyard pool, and then the Lazy River Courtyard. The Lazy River is really the one that we really enjoy, especially for those days back at the hotel when you're not at the theme parks. I mean, you could just sit in that Lazy River all day. They really are an amazing amenity over at this resort. However, I will mention that the Atomic Courtyard pool also features sandy beach and a water slide. Now, of course, we already touched base on it very, very quickly. However, you do have the Bowling Alley Galaxy Bowl at Universal Cabana Bay, and I also thought that the gym at Universal Cabana Bay was incredible on it for a value resort. I was very impressed. I know it's like a weird thing to say, especially when you're on vacation, but I travel a lot, obviously for work. I do this for a living. So when I'm traveling, I actually do like to try to keep to a normal schedule. And I thought the gym was better than some gym memberships that I've had, to be honest. That was another cool thing. Obviously, we touched on the lobby bar, which we love. We love this hotel around Halloween Horror Nights, in September and October. Again, just some great amenities. I do recommend, if you are, again, still trying to do some research thinking about this hotel, go and watch the 5 things we loved about Universal Cabana Bay video on our YouTube channel, and it will give you a little bit more info, and you can see some more video of that hotel. Okay, over to Endless Summer Resorts. Now, the Endless Summer Resorts pool, it is nice. However, though, it's missing the slides and stuff like that. However, what I will say, though, is it does have sand, has that beachy vibe, right? And again, I still think that for $91 per night for the standard room, that I was very happy and impressed with the pools. It's also important to note that they do have a hot tub, fire pits, and of course some cabanas that you guys can rent. The important thing I do think to just take one step further is that the theming is, the theming is kind of lacking. However, I will also say that at the Endless Summer Resort, you guys do have that lobby bar. Nothing crazy, but you do have the lobby bar. And then overall, you do have the main store. That's really, those are pretty much the amenities. The gym is so-so. That's a very small gym. For the most part, it's decent pool, and very, 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 you get the value of the price. So with that being said, I think the obvious clear winner as far as the amenities goes is going to be the Cabana Bay Beach Resort. Now, I didn't really decide I didn't do the math before we started this video. I'm pretty sure that was a tie, which means this video is going to be absolutely no help to you guys. I'm joking. Listen, it's a tie for me, just breaking it down, with the facts. However, so that's really the basics. That's the basics between everything that you'd really want to look at when comparing the Universal Endless Summer Resorts versus the Cabana Bay Beach Resort. Even though I ended up in a tie, I hope that maybe you guys, ended up with a clear winner on which hotel is the best fit for your family for your next Universal Orlando trip. And if you are in the process of planning a Universal Orlando trip and you do need a little additional help, be sure to go check out our website, theparkprodigy.com. We do have a bunch of free vacation planning tools. We do have a bunch of discounted theme park tickets and, of course, discounted vacation packages at both the Endless Summer Resorts and over at Cabana Bay. We would love to help you guys out if you do need that additional help. I think that's all the time we have for today. Again, I do hope that you found this video helpful. Until next time, I will talk to you soon.